Folks, welcome to part 7 in a 10-part series here with Andy Murphy, a trading mindset expert who's been helping me for years. Now, we've got a very, very good episode up for you next, which is all about when you have that losing streak of trades, even it could be 1 or 2 trades, and you start trying to chase those losses. How do you rewire your brain to overcome that? So, Andy, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, mate. These are going well. These are going well. I hope everyone's enjoying them and it's helping. That's my whole intention.
Yeah, look, I mean, folks, please go back and have a look at the first 6 that we've done. We've got 3 more after this. So it's an absolute epic series. There's literally one takeaway from each episode you can take and apply to your trading and what you're doing to fix your mindset. For it could be outside of trading as well. So, Andy, let's dive into this one. So having a series of losses, you're trying to pass that funding challenge, you're trying to keep that funded account. What can they do?
Well, first of all, right, people have got to understand there are going to be losing trades, right? You're not going to win all the time, and it's okay. And it's okay, right? But like I've spoke about in the past, what we're trying to do is take away the emotional reaction to trading, but also take away the emotional reaction to having a losing trade. And it could be a series of losing trades, and it's okay. If this is what you want to do as a career, if you want to be a professional, then we just have to accept that's going to happen, right? But there's something I want to share with you, why this is so important to reframe this. It's so important to reframe. And what do I mean by reframing? Having a different perspective over something, right? Because understand, like I spoke about in previous episodes, sometimes when we're trading or in life, we can have like a horse with blinkers on. This is all that we see, right? That becomes a problem. It becomes a problem when you just become obsessed, right, with only winning, right? We want to have something called behavioral flexibility, right? Or visual flexibility. It's so important. It's so important for this reason, because there's something in the brain called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means the brain adapts and changes, right? So neuroplasticity is actually a 2-step process. We learn something, and then we have to integrate something, okay? So in that moment when we become aware of something, the brain gets flooded with change chemicals, basically. What that means is that in that moment, depending on if we go left or right, happy or sad, or lesson or pain, the brain or the neurology or the behavioral patterns or the mind muscle, whatever you want to call it, starts to wire together. Okay, so when we start to understand that, it becomes so important for you to be able to reframe things and not just to become locked on to, oh, I lost again. Oh, I lost. Oh, I lost 5 times in a row or 2 times in a row. I just lost my last trade, right? In those moments, if you're going to be a professional, does the professional ever stop improving? No, of course they don't, right? As a professional, is there always another level to go at? Of course there is. That's the reframe, right? So you've got to ask yourself, in the moment, right? Your trade is lost. It's okay. What can I learn from this to improve? Simple question. Everything's simple on this. You know, we can go very complicated, but let's just keep it simple. What in this moment can I learn? That, again, questions I've asked before, that my future trading version of me will thank you for, right? You see all these are layering together, right, from 1 to 7, right? So in that moment, why, like I've just explained, it becomes so crucial is because if we just frame everything through our brain's filter system, your reticular activating system, right, your beliefs, your attitudes, your language, your values, then if we understand that a trade is lost or a trade is learned from. And if we're constantly adapting to learning, if we constantly have a filter in our brain switched on to learning, if our brain is adapting through neuroplasticity to learning, and our game plan isn't just today, no, it's to do this for the next 10, 20, 30, till the day that you die, then who gives a damn about one trade? You're going to make thousands of trades, right? So what this enables you to do, instead of going into the deepest, darkest depressions and doubts and self-sabotage and all the rest of it, it allows you in the moment to reset. And this becomes so crucial. Before the neurology, before the pattern deepens and deepens and deepens, we want to catch it, change it, reset it, and then in the moment, take a notepad and pen and write what your lesson is. Because I can pretty much guarantee that if you analyze what you did, technically probably wasn't on point, but also from a peak performance aspect, probably wasn't on point. Were you doing what you did on the day that you traded at your best? If we zoom out, maybe. If we zoom right into micro details, probably not, right? Did you set yourself up the same way? What were you watching before you traded? What were you watching the day before? What were you listening to? Is the environment that we just spoke about in episode 6 set up, or did you change something? Are you still thinking about the past, or are you in a flow state, right? When you analyze these micro details, then you'll probably understand that the strategy that you implemented for your peak state, as well as your trade, probably wasn't on point. Does that make sense, Cam?
Yeah. Look, I mean, I think, folks, if you're not making notes on these episodes, please go away and do that, because you should be coming up with a plan by now. Where 7 episodes in, you should be having a wee plan, a structure of things that you're going to do and put in place for all the little tips and tricks that Andy is sharing with us today on these episodes. Blue Guardian as a trusted name in prop trading, but guess what? They're back and they're expanding. Introducing Blue Guardian Futures. Futures traders, this is your moment. Blue Guardian Futures is here with a waitlist promo you don't want to miss. Be one of the first 5,000 to grab a challenge and get 40% off plus no activation fee. That's right, 0. Picture this: a smooth 6% profit target, lightning fast payouts, and 24/7 support that's always got your back. And wait for it, a 100% profit share up to 15k. No catches, just pure earnings. After that, you still get an incredible 90%. Want a shot at one of 5 50k futures challenges? Just drop a comment below with your favorite Blue Guardian Futures feature and you're in the draw. So futures traders, get ready. Blue Guardian Futures is launching very soon. Click that link in the description, join the waitlist now, grab that discount and be part of this next level opportunity. Folks, if you're loving this content with Andy and you can't wait till next week's episode, then go and check out the free webinar that I did with him a while back. It's called Discover the Number One Brain Mistake Stopping You from Being a Millionaire Trader. It's full of nuggets. You're going to love it. There's a link below this video to the Genius Trader Club. Go and check it out. It's got that webinar on there. All you need to do is put your email address in and you're away. All right, let's get back on with it. Andy, thanks once again. This is awesome stuff. We've got a few more to go. So folks, if you do want to get access to these, you can check out the links below the video. I'll put them all in there and make sure you get the whole series. What can people do to find out more from you?
Easy. I'm happy to help in any which way. AndyMurphy.online is probably a good way to interact with me. But also just head over to the geniustrader.club. That's probably a good place.
All right, folks, there you go. 2 things. We'll link those up in the description as well. And we'll see you in episode 8.